done a couple of other videos on my plants. I was trying to grow a bunch of edibles and I didn't know how they were going to do through the winter, and some of them didn't make it, but some of them were still thriving. Now, one of the plants that was doing the best were the sweet potatoes, the ones that I had in water, and they were growing long vines, and I didn't realize until recently that they were infested with spider mites. So I've been busy and there's been a lot going on, and I mean, I water my plants regularly. I was watering a little bit less over the winter, but I water, like the edibles, I water every other day or so, and then the house plants I water once a week generally, except for now I've got this new Monstera and I water him every day, and the banana plant. But anyways, I noticed one day that the sweet potato vine leaves had crystals on them, almost like grains of sugar or salt, and there were black specks underneath. Now, I didn't know what it was. I looked it up and turned out it was spider mites. It gave me the creeps. Now, they are so small. They're like a speck. They're 1/50th of an inch. And I didn't have a magnifying glass to see them, but I remembered that Michelle had a microscope from when she was younger because she was interested in science even at a young age. So I got her this microscope years ago. So anyway, it has a 300, 600, 900 times magnification. So I got some of these stupid spider mites. So the leaves that were completely infested, some of them were ruined. I didn't realize on one of the little apple plants, there were like actual spider webs all across the leaves that I had to like just prune it back, cut everything down. The sweet potato vine, I just cut the leaves that were infected, and then for the other leaves that just had a few, I got a wet Q-tip and just wiped them off. So apparently they're attracted to dry, hot conditions. So I was maybe underwatering the plants a bit because it was winter, and the plants that were in full sun and that the soil was kind of dry, I guess that attracts them. But I don't know where they came from. I mean, they can apparently be dormant in the soil, so they could have even come in a bag of soil or maybe on one of the house plants. But it seemed like the sweet potato was the one that was spreading it the most because the vines were spreading everywhere and it was reaching to other plants. So I mean, thank God most of my house plants, knock on wood, are okay. But the little apple trees and red pepper plant also had some. But at this point, I have pruned back. I've cut off all the leaves that were severely infested. And for the rest, I'm just literally, like, I'm vigilant now. I'm looking and using a wet Q-tip to catch these stupid things. So I saw them in the microscope and I'll show you. It's horrifying.
Perfect.
best shot we've gotten of one of the spider mites.
Perfect. Perfect.
So yeah, it's creepy that these tiny little things that you almost don't even see can like be infesting your plants, and they're like vampires. Like they suck. They literally suck the life out of your plants. They take away all the nutrients and the water in the leaves and dry them up, and so it's terrible. But luckily I seem to be on top of it now. Like I still keep checking the leaves, and if I see some, I get them with a Q-tip. Now there are some things that you can use to try to fight them. There's something called neem oil apparently that you can spray on them, or someone was suggesting Blue Dawn dish detergent, things like that. I don't want anything that's going to hurt the plants. I figure it's working with the Q-tip and the water, and I'm spraying them a lot more. Like I'm making sure now that the soil is kept more moist, and I'm just watching for them now. But it gave me the creeps that these tiny little things, and sometimes when we put them on the microscope, they were still moving, like, ugh. So anyway, I whenever I see them, I kill them, and they're gone, and I'm trying to take care of the plants as best I can. When I told my mom about it, she said she used to have a lot of house plants back in the day. She had like 40 house plants for a while, and it just got to be too much of a hassle because they were getting bugs like aphids and whatever, and also she was maybe overwatering and a lot of them died, and she gave up. She just told me, just throw out the plants. I'm like, I'm not throwing out all my plants. I'm not giving up on them. I love my plants, and these stupid bugs, these pests, I just want rid of them. Like it makes me angry because I try to control everything. I'm not even going outdoors. Like, well, now it's winter, but I try to keep things indoors to keep them safe from pests, and you can still be invaded by pests even indoors. It's so frustrating. And one of the things is, like, obviously outdoors there are pests, and they can attack plants and crops, and that's why farmers use pesticides to kill the insects. The problem with that is the chemicals are toxic, and that gets into the water, and it hurts animals, and it also hurts the good insects like bees that you want to pollinate. So it's not really a solution to use pesticides, but I don't know what you do. Now outside, if there were spider mites, apparently ladybugs eat them. So indoors there aren't any, natural predators to get rid of the pests. So you just have to, there I am with my wet Q-tip and trying to keep on top of them. But yeah, so I just wanted to do a short video about it because I've done the other videos on plants, and I always try to keep it real. I feel like a lot of the books and plant videos, they make everything look like it's so perfect and beautiful and so easy, and well, some of them are wealthy and they have the luxury of having this large space that's flooded with light, and they have just all these resources at their disposal, and they make everything look easy. And in real life, like, it's just not. Like, things can go wrong. You can be doing everything right and things can still happen beyond your control, and it's so frustrating. But anyway, I just want to talk about this because those things gave me the creeps, and I was so upset and so angry. But now I've been watching and I don't really see them anymore now. But I think now, because I cut off all the leaves that were really infected, and I've been catching them with the wet Q-tip and keeping everything wet, that now, like, knock on wood, I think hopefully they're gone. But anyway, I just wanted to share this in case anyone else goes through this. And apparently I read somewhere that it's common in February to have spider mites for some reason in your indoor plants. But February is just a rough month all around. There's just a lot of stuff going on I can't even get into. But yeah, I control what I can. So anyway, yeah, thanks for watching. Take care. Stay safe. This guy's doing okay. I've been checking on him and getting any spider mites when I see them. Oh my God, there's one now. Does this show? You creep. I'm gonna get you right now. Where did he go? I don't know if this is gonna show, but there's a couple of them. Dang, you buggers. They're evil. So yeah, the fight continues. But there they are. This is going to show. So yeah, the battle continues. I mean, I'll be there with my wet Q-tips and I'll be getting them when I see them, and I'll just keep spraying and hoping for the best. But yeah. So anyway, thanks for watching. Take care. Stay safe.